It's the Lounge. Already know which your host. Hey, Leah. Guess what? Time to go to Studio Beat to your host of the most. It's Marlena.
Yeah, welcome. Hello, everybody out here on this beautiful Wednesday. Thank you for that introduction, Handy. You are tuned into the Lounge Radio Show with your host, Marlena, Lex Luga, and Lex is out today. Asking everybody just to say a prayer for Lex. He's lost his brother over the weekend, so he definitely he'll be out this week. But we just all showing love, sending out healing and prayers and energy to Lex. During this time, we're praying for your families, and we definitely, we're here if you need us, and then we're definitely sending that love out to Lex today. So, but yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. Just like every Wednesday, you're in for a treat. We've got a live interview with Ladie D, and if you don't know her, you're gonna definitely get to know her later on in the show. I call her one of the last blues ladies, female artists from Mississippi, being that now a lot of people are transitioning more Southern soul, but you're definitely gonna enjoy her story. She's gonna give us some life lessons and what she's learned since she's been an artist a while ago and back now on the scene. So I'm excited for you guys to talk to Ladie D later on. Just want to thank our underwriter. This show is thank you to our underwriter, Mr. Michael Jordan Transportation. We would like to thank Mr. Michael Jordan Transportation Service for being a proud underwriter of the Lounge Radio Show and WMPR. Michael Jordan Transportation Service offers quality transportation services all over Mississippi. So not just the Jackson, Mississippi area, but all over Mississippi. And you can go to www.mjstransportation1.com for your transportation needs. And if you're interested in becoming an underwriter, if you want us to highlight your show or your business, your business show too, but if your business or artist or music, be sure to reach out to us. We'll be more than happy to assist you with those needs or events at 601-790-0597. That's 601-790-0597. Also, as we do every Wednesday, guys, as we started this year, I said, hey, I want to give away some stuff. I want to show our appreciation for you tuning in to listen to us each and every Wednesday. So we will be giving away tickets later on in the show. And as we've been doing for the past 3 weeks, we've been giving away tickets to the Jackson Coffee Festival. The Jackson Coffee Festival will be held Saturday, May the 10th. At the Mississippi Trade Mart, and that's 1207 Mississippi Street from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. It's free parking. And if you're interested in purchasing tickets for that, the tickets are $10. You will get free samples of great coffee from coffee makers all over the state, local, some you may know. You'll attend some coffee classes. I know myself as a coffee drinker. I would love to learn more about the way they roast and make coffee and the baristas in their shop. So definitely a great opportunity to attend that event. And if you need more information about the Jackson Coffee Festival, you can go to www.jacksoncoffeefestival.com, and that's www.jacksoncoffeefestival.com. So tune in. We're going to be giving away 2 tickets to the Jackson Coffee Festival. I got a couple of announcements here, local announcements, events you should know. First one, and shout out to everybody joining us on Facebook and YouTube. I see you on there. Welcome. But first announcement we have is an event, the Health Crisis Town Hall Meeting. Let's see, I got that up right there. The local organizing committee, Mississippi Heart Plus Diagnostic Clinic and IMMC Beloved Community Project invites you to attend a Health Crisis Town Hall Meeting. This will be held Sunday, April 27th at let's see, where is it? Oh, at the International Museum of Muslim Culture, 201 East Pascagoula Street, Jackson, Mississippi, 39201, in the museum's atrium. Topic of discussion: cancer, a crisis in the Black community. It's from 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. Light refreshments available, and the featured panelists are Rashad Ali, Shanika Kelly Moore, Felicia King, and Berthone Mock Muhammad. So definitely opportunity. I think anytime we can learn more about, particularly when it comes to cancer in our community, great opportunity to attend events like this. So again, this is the Health Crisis Town Hall meeting, Sunday, April 27th, which is this Sunday, at the International Museum of Muslim Culture, 201 East Pascagoula Street, Jackson, Mississippi, in the museum's atrium. Also, we have, let's see, what's the other one? There is another health event coming up in Jackson, the Men's Reproductive Health Lunch party. So men, this is for you. The Clean Slate Behavioral Health Solution LLC is presenting this Men's Reproductive Health Lunch party on Thursday, April the 24th. So that's this Thursday, tomorrow actually, guys, at the Mississippi Museum of Arts Garden, 380 South Lamar Street in Jackson, Mississippi, from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. So these are two great opportunities to learn more about health. You know, I don't think we start learning and gathering information about it until it hit us, and a lot of times when it's too late. So this is an opportunity to learn more about our bodies, and if we identify any signs, to do something about it before it is too late. So definitely that. Let's see, news you should know is people local to Jackson know there was a Democratic primary election held yesterday, and the outcome of that election, it was between Senator John Horn and the incumbent mayor Chokwe Antar Lumumba. You can recall a couple of weeks ago we had Mayor Lumumba on the show, and for those of you who have been paying attention or watching, we know that Senator John Horn did win that Democratic primary election on yesterday. So he will go on to the general election and face his opponents there. So that general election, and I'll have to definitely get that date, is in July. I think, I'll get the correct date. But so guys, just like, again, this is another opportunity to go out and vote and be a part of the selection process for your city and who you want to lead it. Let's see. If you have any questions later on, and I do want to hear some feedback. How do you feel? How do you feel about the outcome of the election, the Democratic primary on yesterday? What's your thoughts? If you have any thoughts or comments, feel free to call in at 601-948-5950. That's 601-948-5950. Also, that's the same number to call later on when we do the ticket giveaway. Let's see. And yesterday, as we do always, each and every Tuesday, we have Southern Soul Tuesday at M-Bar in Jackson, Mississippi. Shout out to Finally Regina. She came by from Tallahassee, Alabama. I thought it was Tallahassee when I said no, that's Florida, but Tallahassee, Alabama. She came all the way to Jackson, Mississippi to perform for our Southern Soul Tuesday series. So thank you so much for that, Finally Regina. And shout out to Not Enough, young man. He's from Montgomery, Alabama. Also artist that performs Southern Soul music, and he came and performed yesterday as well. So shout out to those artists coming all the way from Alabama to be a part of Southern Soul Tuesday. We're super excited about that. Let's see. I think we got a call. She gonna tell me when this is when we need people to know. And until I get that call and that information. Let's see. We also artists to watch. I think Lex and I we decided that on this platform and being a radio station, we want to put y'all get you some names out there that you may or may not be familiar with. So the artist I have on my list to watch, a young man from Jackson, Mississippi, and his name is Akeem Ali. He's a very influential rapper, I guess you could say, and he actually has a show this coming up this year in Jackson. I think tickets are sold out, but definitely one for you guys to watch and support. Anytime we have artists that are local, definitely want to lend support as much as possible. That makes a difference when your hometown is rooting for you. So that's definitely one to watch. And we got a call. Did she call? June the 3rd. See, I thank you so much for that, caller. The general election is June the 3rd. It's coming up this June the 3rd. So thank you so much. That's the general election. And you guys get a chance to go out again and cast your votes for the person that you would like to see as your next mayor. So that is exciting. Definitely want to try to be a part of that process as much as possible. So thank you so much for that caller, for letting us give us that information. I think I've done my announcements, and shout out again to everybody. Make sure y'all share this video because you don't want to miss Ladie D on the lounge, and she's gonna be bringing us some of her music. I'm excited for you guys to hear. So, and I'm gonna go ahead. We'll play a little something. Let you get us a little music going. And on the other side, we have Ladie D. Y'all stay tuned. Let me make sure you get by. And then I'm gonna get you to flip that thing up. Put this right here up. Yeah, well, when we go, let me think. I took love for granted. Oh, yeah. I used to chip around, steal around all the time. Oh, yeah. Then one day, when I got home, I found my little girl gone. I know it don't care. This is what he said. Yeah. I know love. I can call mine. Come and rain or shine. It's still mine. I want love that's here to stay. Won't fade away. Took the light today. Then I let him know and said, I'm sorry, baby, but I can't take no more. I know I said I would leave it 2 or 3 times before. This time I'm leaving. I'm going a long way. No expecting that. But I'm right here. You know I cried too many tears. Then she said, yes. I want love. I can call my love. Come and rain and shine. And still I want love. See, now that's, I'm telling you, going back, going on. Shoot, that's gonna get you your pride right there. That's gonna get you your pride. That's gonna get you your people. You know how they were saying that last, we can get on something about at the spring flame. Yeah, welcome back to the lounge. You're on the air with Marlena. Lex Luga is out today. But joining me now, and those who are viewing from Facebook and YouTube, we have the one and only Ladie D in the house. Again, the last of the female blues artists. And then maybe some more pop-ups. So then we would love to have you all too. But how you doing, Ladie D?
I'm wonderful.
Thank you for joining me today. I'm glad to see you. I think the last time. Well, no, you come to M-Bar often though. That's one thing about you. You come and you show up and support the artists whenever they perform at M-Bar. So I greatly appreciate you for that. I guess we'll dive into your journey a little bit. I know that you were telling me, I know when we first met last year,
Right.
And now you had just got back started performing last year too, right?
Yeah,
Like I think last summer when I met you at the Candy Factory, and I know you were saying you just dived in, but tell us a little bit because you've been an artist, you've been making music and stuff, right?
Well, I was like 16, 17, 18,
Mm-hmm.
and my cousin Glenda and Sharon was sneaking into the club.
Okay, I've had
So
that
I had
happen
to
before.
sneak in, and that was like when the project band was popular, and we was going out and singing and stuff. And, I had got pregnant and had my baby, so I had to lay a part of my journey to the side. And a lot of them didn't even know I was doing music.
Right.
So I had to lay that to the side. And they go, why do you wait till you get old? Down there 60 and want to start back. I'm like,
whatever. What is old?
That's what I want to know.
What does that even mean? Like, what is old? Like, whenever you're placing in your heart to do something, it don't matter what your age is, right? Yeah. So you started out, was it always blues and always blues? No R&B, nothing like that. Okay. What attracted you, and who were some of the people you looked up to?
Man, well, back then, we was young. My parents, my mom, we was living in Chicago.
Okay.
And then she had her friends to come on and they would play the blues. And so, then they didn't let us kids sit in.
Oh,
really?
Okay.
We was always in the back, baby, but we were in the hallway and try to listen. And my favorite one, I don't remember who sang the song, but they just played a song called "Stoop Down, Baby, and Let Your Daddy See."
Okay.
But my favorite artist that I love was Denise LaSalle.
Yeah.
Johnny Taylor. Little Milton. Peggy, man, I love Peggy Scott.
Yeah.
Peggy Scott. I mean, just all of them. Old time blues, and that's what I laid on.
That's what you stuck to, yeah. So now you're from Mississippi, or were you born?
I was born in Chicago.
Born in Chicago. Okay, got it. But now because I hear of Port Gibson a lot now. Are you live in Port Gibson?
Well, I'm in Port Gibson, but I'm in a town called Patterson.
Okay, Patterson, got it. All right, because when we say Port, whenever we have you in Port Gibson, show out. They can shout out to everybody in Port Gibson. Shout out. I see you, finally, Virginia. Shout out to you as well. But yeah, whenever we have you in Port Gibson, they're like, hey, they claim you as their own. Yeah. Now you have family. I guess what brought you back to, or what brought you to Mississippi? What made you get that journey?
Well, my mom, she moved here after my grandma passed. It was a while before she moved back, but she moved back here. I think I was like 13, 14.
Okay.
13, 14. Then I left and went back for a while. And I came back. Then I thought, like I said, if I had my children, I didn't want to take them to Chicago.
Oh yeah.
But the best part of it is 6 kids.
Yeah. Oh, look at you! Look, that's a blessing, actually. That's a blessing. In Chicago, now, did you attend like shows while you were up there? No, with your mom, no shows. They didn't have it because up there they would just have more like lounges and live and music, right?
I tell you what happened though. BB King, we stayed on Washington, and BB King came to Douglas Park, which is on not Cicero, it's on California.
Okay.
And he came over to the park one time and I don't know about no BB King, but everybody was running. And I wanted to run over there too, but in Chicago, we were a little stupid. I panicked. Don't go to the car. A lot of people. And I was just trying to get over there. But that was the first time I got to see him.
Really? Wow. Because I mean, and as you see now, especially we've been on this journey of going to shows and stuff like that. But they were that was them. So I'm sure he had a show or something in Chicago. But you were able to see these art that or him. Come and be a part of see how that movement happened. So I guess fast forward, when did Ladie D your first song? What was that? What was the first song you wrote and
The
performed?
first one I wrote was yeah.
Okay, so that's the one that we hear now, right?
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
that's the one that
That
you
was
have
the
now.
first one I
Oh,
wrote.
really?
Because back then, when I was on stage and speaking into the club and stuff, I was singing, like I said, the Lisa
Okay. The covers, yeah,
I
yeah.
was singing. That was the I always wondering why I had this hard voice.
Mm-hmm.
And you see, I hear my sister and my brother in comedy, mama. And when I go to mom and ask mom for something, I'm mom.
Which is you, and that's what I found. As you know yourself and being an artist, the ones with the unique voice they are the ones that get the attention of people and make the best music.
Can't you know that voice, man?
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, look, I know the feeling because I go like, oh, like why everybody has more up, you know, other women, but mine a little bit more. But it's like, you know what? That's what God wants me to have. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. So Denise LaSalle, all that. So that when you did Married Woman, how old were you? Like, was this just recently?
It was recently.
It was just recently.
Back in the game.
So you took interest to it then, and then you just waited. You sat out, raised your family, and then you decided. What made you get back in it? What made you start back?
That was after my son passed.
Okay.
I was running my own business. I had my kitchen, and I was running my kitchen.
Mm-hmm. What's the name? What's the name?
Osop Kitchen.
Okay, Osop. Okay.
Other side of the house.
Okay.
And so I closed it down, and then I was like moping around with the kids, and then when the holidays come, like, Mama, you know, cooking. I would cook a big thing every year.
Yeah.
And I wasn't cooking. I just looked at myself one day, you know, to the crowd, looking in the mirror, and I say, you cannot punish that.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that made me get up. I got me a place in Vicksburg to have that moment to myself.
Mm-hmm.
And as I was in there, I was playing them blues. And I was getting down on that song. I can't think of the name of the Black Baby Scott I was just telling you about.
Yeah.
Baby, I went through that learning and I'm like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
I'm going to get myself.
Yeah.
Like I got to keep myself moving.
Right.
Keep myself warm.
Yeah.
And so I've been enjoying the journey.
Yeah. That's been sort of because you'll never get over that, you know, losing a child, right? But that's been like your therapy to keep you moving, not to forget about it, but to say I need to keep going. Yeah, I need to keep going. And then that's the thing we see about music in general, right? It allows you to, you know, what you're going through, depending on what you're hearing, right? But it allows you to, it can pick you up and it can keep you
going.
But
even sometimes now if I go to my beard,
yeah, okay.
And even now, sometimes if I go to think about him, I go get my little box and play my music. Like, if only you was here now, boy, I knew you'd be behind you everywhere she goes.
Did they hear you singing coming when they were cheating? Okay, because they for me, they already.
I tried to get them to do it. And I think the only one I fell in love for was my son David.
Yeah. Okay, the one that kind of embarrassed. Shout out to that Daddy David.
He's the only one I fell in love to come behind me.
Yeah. So you already had an audience listening to you, and they like covered up. They already knew that.
I always sung in church.
Yeah. Okay. That's it. Yeah. And I think that's in the blues and the Southern soul what we hear, and a lot of other genres as well, but particularly those people who dive into that. They started at church, right? They got that feeling and that love of singing.
Yes,
but then
I get bashed by it right now. You know, a lot of them come to me and say, well, you done left gospel and went over to the blues. I'm like, no, I still sing.
You can never leave.
I'm like, I still sing my gospel group. And, you know, I'm like, well, then, if God didn't want me to do it, I tell him, this is my job.
Yeah.
And
that's a gift he gave you. That's it. And then my thing is people, you know, I get it. And, you know, people, my whole I don't think God put us here to judge other people. I just don't think that's our job. We can pray for others. We can be a light, but we're not here to judge them in what other people's journeys. Because if God has told you to do something, you have to follow that and do it.
And believe me, when I started, like, you might get back in front of you folks. Yeah. And it just kept coming at me, and then Angela Maddox called me for a show one time. And I'm like, Lord, it's still coming at me. So I said that, and I talked to him.
Yeah.
And I said, well, if this is what you want for me to get out there and start doing, I say, I'm going on with it. Just let me be successful with it.
Right.
And so far, it's been amazing.
Yeah. So last summer you started about almost a year, I can recall ago. But since then it's just been like, I guess for you, just been up, right? Yeah. Because you put out how many songs since that?
9.
You've been working.
Yeah.
You've been working.
Yeah, like 4. I did an amazing thing. I'm also working on a song now with Buster Baker.
Okay. Oh yeah. Wow. Wow. Oh man. Yeah.
It's gonna be something.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. So you said 9 you put out. I've seen one lady you had like, okay, one day you had another. I know you'll see me, so he'll check this out.
James is like, I got to be shout out to him.
Yeah.
Because he's the one, he stuck with me through everything. And he's like, lady, you got to get this music. But let's try to drop one every month. And then it started coming so fast. I was like, you know what? Now let's hold up for a minute and let them get to know some of these.
Yeah.
And then we still got like 4 now that we hadn't even released yet.
Really? Okay. Oh wow. Yeah. So Married Woman was your first one. Yeah. What was the inspiration behind? Look, we had shout out Lady Red Top on last week, and she got Master Kid. If you listen to the song, like, oh, what were you going through? And she said, no, I'm just a writer. So for you, Married Woman, and for those, y'all need to check out Married Woman by Ladie D. And so what was your inspiration?
I was in that pocket again with the music sales.
Okay.
But it's a true story. I won't say my true story.
Okay. It was somebody's true story.
Yeah, and picking up these men, some of them don't do right. So you're a married woman, married man.
Things happen, huh? Yeah. Hey, I mean, but it happens. Yeah. It definitely happens.
I mean, that's what they was doing in blues. You remember back then when our parents was listening to those blues, we got them through things. They took them through things, and they was going through some of that stuff. And back then, I didn't understand it. And as I got older, it was listening.
Yeah, because we know Barbara, Shirley, we know that woman, the woman, right?
Like now, when I hear that song, hey lady, hey, your husband is cheating on us. I'm like, oh man.
Okay. And so it's nothing new because they pull from true stuff, whether they went through it or not.
That's true.
They went through, and that's what I tell people about blues and Southern soul, because you have a lot of people that say, I don't understand it, and that's fine, but these are some people's journeys. People live in this, and that's why they can relate to those stories from these songs. So I know later we're going to get into, I'm sure, kissing. I don't know if we have Married Woman. We're Handed. Do we have is Married Woman on there? No? Okay, well, it's not on the flash drive? Okay. No, okay, we're gonna get it. Well, I definitely want them to check that out. I know later we're gonna get into Never Kiss and Tell, but yeah, definitely wanna get into that later. But okay, so then you Married Woman, and then I think you performed a couple times, and then you started writing just the other songs.
Yeah,
right?
But starting out, James was writing like Kiss and Tell. James came in and did that before me and last time.
Yeah.
And so then I'm like, James. I said, them songs is good and I love them. I said, but you know me. I'm like, upbeat. I said, come on, give me something like that upbeat.
Yeah.
Lady D, I'm telling you, go ahead. I'm like, I got writing block because I can't do it. So one day that beat, I think I sent that beat to you one time. Yeah. I was listening to that beat and I'm like, oh,
okay, now which one is this one?
That was when I did Married Woman.
Okay, you did. Yeah.
I said, yes, that's somebody else's beat. But when I hear that beat, it's giving me I'm like, okay, when I finish, I'm like, okay, now I need you to
behind. Yeah. Oh wow. So you write some of your own, and then you have, like I said, James. Shout out James. He helped you with that as well. What has been, I guess, for you, because I guess we can say up and coming artists, because you've been. What has been some of the challenges you've seen and faced?
I mean, let me say, like, so it is a little harder for the women coming through it. When I say first a challenge, I want to say I really if it hadn't been this hard at that time it started, I wasn't getting many shows.
Yeah.
I can't say it's been hard, but
been some challenges. Yeah. And what I found it, because I think I probably came in a little bit before you as far as radio and what we've been doing, but what I found is just one of those things work. And if you look at the other artists that's been doing it for a while, they say the same story. Yeah.
Working dedication.
Yeah. And you worked with, I know you just named, LaBelle?
James.
No, James, and then you got a song coming up with Lester, babe. Anybody else you got on your radar want to work with, or any artists out here you would?
You know who a bad girl to me, and I just love her. I met her down at Ground Zero. Mika.
Okay.
I love that girl. She is so down What was that? Denise and
Denise
Red
Cannon.
Top.
Okay.
Those girls are so.
Yeah, I can see y'all all coming. I know. Oh my goodness.
All four of them couldn't line up
Oh.
and bring some hard. And then, me and Denise, now Mika got that raw voice.
Yeah.
And then you can hear Red Top and Denise.
Oh, I don't know. That could be a fire song though. Well, Red Top, Denise Cannon. Y'all, where you at, Mika? If y'all hear this, Ladie D got some ideas over here for y'all all to come together. Yeah, that would be. I can imagine what that song. Cause you pull from the Betty Rice and the Denise LaSalle of the world, so I can imagine what type of song that would be. So I don't know. We have to look at that one. Shout out Daryl Simmons. I see you on Facebook. I see you. I see you, Jenny B. Shout out the hostess with the mostest. I see you. Jenny B. Daryl Simmons. So you have to believe in yourself and invest in yourself, and that's true. Daryl been in this business for 20-some years. Like he only 30 years old, but he's been in for a while, and that's it. You have to. It's not one of those things that you can see. Even the time you've been in, no one is gonna say, "Hey." But if like you see now, and we're gonna talk about your show coming up. You'll be on the big show in May. But once you put in the work, people see that, right? And they start to, hey, let me. I got my eye on you, and then that's what you've been. Even last year, Southern Soul Tuesday, you stepped up and performed anytime we needed you to, and we had a group of, I guess you could say, our judges. And when they were looking over when we did the award show back here in Celebration, they were like, Ladie D. Yeah, she's one of those, but definitely to watch. So that speaks volume as an artist, what people are looking at you and watching. So you do have a show. You're gonna I guess what's next? What's before May? I know you got the big show in May.
Well, I do have one in I'm so sorry. And that's the DJ Maurice calling.
Okay. He see you. Shout out DJ Maurice.
Make my laugh.
James says salute y'all. Shout out James. I see you. And who would Ladie D come collab with? Tell him, look, you gonna have to call him back.
I don't even know.
Oh my goodness, that says a lot. Like people are, like they're watching you.
Because I blocker called me. Matter of fact, yesterday, and he was telling me, he said, "You may have a show that they supposed to be doing in August in Milwaukee."
Okay.
And I told him, yes, but the one thing about me, I love to travel.
Yeah.
He made my life knock off.
Oh my goodness. Have you been in contact with any, because I try to reach out to people like in the Chicago area. Have you tried to go back up that way to see what they have?
I really hadn't, but I remember, I don't know his name. It's like this fella calling me now. I don't know the name. I don't know. He said he's from the Chicago area. Like I block, he's in Milwaukee. And this man, he was in Chicago. He don't know I'm from Chicago. Yeah. It was like, he played my music.
Right.
Yeah. And but he never did say anything about a show or whatever. But he said he'd be reaching out to me. So reach on out to me.
There you go, y'all. Look, Ladie D says she is open and ready to travel and ready to be a part. So. Tell us, I know we talked about Married Woman. Go to Never Kiss and Tell. Now, you wrote a few songs and then you came out with Never Kiss and Tell. Tell us about that and what went behind it.
Well, that was the one when James came and he was writing. He was playing it out. I'm like, man, is you reading my mind? I asked him, was he reading my mind? And he was like, Ladie D, I'm just listening to you. And he was like, you got to keep it away like you going to church. He said,
right. I'm telling you.
That thing, I think that one, a lot of folks love Never Kiss and
Tell. That one right there, the beat and everything. But James wrote this one too. Okay. So James, I want to know what you've been going through. I want to know what your inspiration behind these suckers. He put some hits on you. Yeah, he did. So I think I'm gonna dive into it, guys. Remember, we do have a giveaway. We're giving away the 2 tickets to the Jackson Coffee Festival. I hope you've been tuning in to this interview because I'm gonna ask you a question. And about this interview with Ladie D, and you'll call in at 601-948-5950. That's 601-948-5950. And if you got that Port Gibson area, you got a question for your homegirl Ladie D, y'all call in from Port Gibson. But I will be asking that question. The first person to get it right will win the 2 tickets. So Handy, let's go on into some Never Kiss and Tell. Let's where he at? Handy, we're gonna go to Never Kiss and Tell. Yeah, it's on that flash drive. Yeah. Yeah.
Man, that was it.
I
picked up the right
yeah.
one.
Is it not on there? Okay. Oh goodness. Let's see.
So sorry.
That's okay. Let's see. Let's see if I got it. I don't know. So I'm gonna look for that May. Tell everybody about the show in May because we'll be giving away tickets. Mitch, he gave me some tickets to give away, and this show is in Utica, right?
Utica, Mississippi, at the Dale's Ranch.
Okay.
May 25th. And man, so many artists.
I know. Now I know Bell Hollywood is
LJ Echoes,
okay.
Big May,
Big Mel,
Bridget.
Bridget Shields, shout out
Yes.
Bridget. Who else is on? Derek the Change Man Smith. I think I saw his name. I think
somebody was named Rico.
Okay.
Yes, I mean, it's gonna be. I mean, he got a great line.
Yeah. Oh, it's an amazing. So you'll be on that show. Now that's I think this is the fifth anniversary, fifth one. Yeah. And so you'll be on that show on that. What's on a Sunday, right? Sunday before.
Sunday, yes.
Yeah. So definitely, let's see if we got Lady D. I got Married Woman, and I know they don't like me to play it through our speakers here, but let's see. We may have to do it. I do want to get into some of your music here. So that's definitely, like I said, and those tickets. I think Mitch, Platinum Boy Mitch is selling those tickets. They're $40, I think. And let me see. I think I have his information for those who are interested. And like I said, that's every year. If you're familiar with the big show out in Utica, every year that show will be May the 25th, right? Okay. And at Ladale Ranch. So let's see to get in contact for more information, 601-668-0160. 601-519-9045, 601-672-1254, and or 601-559-6308, or you can look them up, Mitchell Stewart on Facebook for more information on that. So I don't think I have. Let's see. I do have it. Okay, so I'm gonna play it from this side. All right, so we're gonna pause and we're gonna listen to some "Never Kiss and Tell" by Ladie D. So again, it's I'm kind of playing from my computer, so maybe a little bit distorted, but y'all will be able to hear it. And we'll be back on the other side. All right. That was Ladie D, Never Kiss and Tell. Okay, Ladie D, Never Kiss and Tell. You know, like I said, Jane wrote this song just so you telling these young girls out here, hey, whatever you doing, don't be putting your business out there in the street, right?
Oh, he do this for me.
They don't need to be telling folks, right?
I found I was good too. You want to try it?
Want to try, right? Yeah, because a lot of people not getting all that. So then it's like you open the eyes up when you tell.
I tell all of them. I even tell my girls, when you come to your man, you don't have a problem.
Oh, well, there you go. You know, those are life lessons. You've been, you know, to learn stuff. You just got to be cautious with it, kind of. Yeah. And, you know, there's a lot of people out here just jealous in general. You know, when it comes to when they look at other people's stuff and think the grass is greener over there. So let me try. The grass is greener, so I want to try out and see what this over here is about. Well, as we promised, we're back on the Lounge Radio Show and with my special guest, Ladie D. And I do have a question. So again, I have 2 tickets to the Jackson Coffee Festival, and it's going to be held Saturday, May the 10th at the Mississippi Trademark from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. You'll get a chance to sample great coffee, attend coffee classes, and explore custom coffee roasting. And if you are interested in attending, the tickets are $10. And this is at the Mississippi Trademark on Saturday, May the 10th. So I know it's a great time. We had Mr. Jim Carey on 3 weeks ago, and he was telling us about the festival, first time in Jackson. So it's very exciting. So my question is just simple. You know, we try to give simple questions around here. Where is Ladie D from? Now, we talked about a couple towns, but she told us where exactly she is from. If you know the answer to that question, call us at 601-948-5950. The first person to call will win 2 tickets to the Jackson Coffee Festival. All right, until we'll be waiting on a caller. We're waiting on a caller to give us a call and answer that question. So I know we talked about Married Woman, we talked about Never Kiss and Tell, and right now you said you have about 6, or you used to have 9 out?
8, I think I got 9.
9 out right now. All right, look at it. Look at that. Somebody said, I want to go to the Cop Jackson. All right. Is this, let's see. Handy, do I? Let's see. All right, I'm going to go ahead and answer this. Caller, you, oh, did they hang up? Did she hang up? Oh, we had one caller. Yeah, we had one caller. I think she hung up. Okay, I'm sorry. Call back, caller. So you got 6. So you got some coming out. When are your next song? When is the next music? Okay. We got. I get this. Yeah, I got it. All right, caller, you on the Lounge Radio Show with Marlena and our special guest, Ladie D. What's your name?
Mary.
Mary. And Mary, are you calling to answer my question for the day?
I am.
What's the answer?
Chicago.
There you go. Way to go, Mary. I mean, look, Lex don't get me. Lex said you be late with these hand claps. Let me give you a round of applause. There it is. Way to go, Mary. I have your information. Thank you so much for calling, and congratulations. You'll be winning the 2 tickets to the Jackson Coffee Festival. I will get in touch with you after the show so I can get your tickets to you, okay?
Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, okay. I like to introduce the new people. So you got new music coming out. When can we expect some? Because you've been making some hits out here. I ain't gonna lie to you. You've been making some hits.
I got something. Like I said, I got something coming real soon.
Okay.
Well, Mr. Baker, I don't know if you're gonna put a spin on it.
Okay.
But I got something coming real soon. Probably maybe a month.
Yeah. So are you doing any album? You should be doing an album release music.
We didn't call about doing an album.
You know,
I've been dropping singles.
No, but see, you gotta do an official Port Gibson. I want y'all to go hard for Ladie D. Y'all look over there. I think the spot. Shout out to DJ Carable. You know, you can get your spot over there, do your music release, invite your friends, family, because they show up for you. That's one thing I see. Your people. And the times you perform at M-Bar, they show up for you and they really support you. So yeah, look, think about that, getting you an album music release party so you can, give everybody, what you got going on. Yeah, that'll be everybody. I'm sure they will show up and we will as well here on the Lounge. So, where I know you said James been working with you. Who I guess do you do your own booking? If somebody want to book you for a show, how do they
I
get
mostly
it?
do up my own booking. Or sometimes I hear James and I don't really know.
Okay.
Most of they call me.
Okay.
And I pretty much do my own.
Okay.
booking.
What is that number? So if anybody
The
want
number is 706-871-0497.
mm-hmm.
Or either 601-529-3304.
Yeah, like I tell people, and I joke, but I'm serious. When it comes to that blues sound, you and I like I said, we love Southern Soul, we support and we push Southern Soul, but you bring that blues sound when you perform, whenever you hit the stage. So definitely an opportunity if anybody birthdays or any events. They won't be disappointed for you to put on. You put on a great show, an amazing show. What is some advice? Because like you just said, you have people come to you, hey, why you wait so late to get started, right? But this, if God has put that on your heart to do it, and you see, I say there is no time. It's a time when you say it. Yeah. What's some advice you'll give artists? Maybe even, let's say they say, hey, they did the same thing. I raised my family, but I've always wanted to sing and I have a great voice. What's some advice and encouragement?
Follow your heart. And like I said, I got criticized, whatever, but I still kept on with my journey because that is what I wanted to do.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, put your heart, put your everything off into it.
Yeah.
And that's what you want to do. Push yourself, keep going for. Believe me, it will happen.
Because when we first talked last year, you were more like, okay, I'm a little bit more shy. I'm a little bit more shy
around, so when I come to the Empire, let me be walking up and down that aisle.
Yeah, there you go. You talk about say, hey, you could be Melinda Dorsey anytime, but when you hit that stage,
they were like, sit down.
No, don't sit down. You bring that because what you sing about in the music and the energy, you need that same energy to go behind it. And that's one thing I think. Shout out Big DJ Big O and a few others. When we saw you from last year to this year, everybody said Ladie D. She's one of those that because you can see you're passionate about it, right? And you've asked for advice and you've taken advice and you tailored yourself to be where you want to go. So we've definitely seen that growth. And like I said, you put on a show, so they won't be disappointed. Be disappointed when you come. I guess what do you want to tell your fans? And shout out to everybody on Ladie D Live, on Facebook Live, and shout out to everybody still joining us. What do you want to tell?
All of those who don't know, follow me on Facebook, Melinda Dorsey.
Mm-hmm.
TikTok is Melinda Patterson 123.
Okay.
No, TikTok is Ladie D.
Okay.
Instagram is Melinda Patterson 123.
Yeah.
And I also have a Ladie D page. A lot of them say they can't find me.
Yeah.
Because when they go for Ladie D, they put Ladie D.
Then what I say is IE though.
Lady. LADIE, then the letter D.
That's it. Ladie D. DIE. LADIE with the letter D. And then they can also find your music on all the streaming and YouTube.
Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube, on all platforms.
On all platforms. I promise you guys. Definitely go look up your Kiss and Tell and Married Woman. Or you gonna be like, okay, Ladie D, I hear you. You won't be disappointed. I know I want to just reiterate again about my announcements I heard earlier. And again, shout out to Mr. Michael Jordan Transportation Service. Guys, if you guys need a ride anywhere, if you elderly and need a ride to the doctor or just anywhere, please reach out to Michael Jordan Transportation Service. And that's www.mjstransportation1.com for your transportation needs. Also, keep in mind the Health Crisis Town Hall meeting is this Sunday, April 27th at the International Museum of Muslim Culture. That's 201 East Pascagoula Street, Jackson, Mississippi, in the museum's atrium. And the topic of discussion will be cancer, a crisis in the Black community. That's from 2 p.m. until 4 p.m. And then the men's reproductive health party. Let's see, I had that. It's going to actually be tomorrow from 6 p.m. until 9 p.m. And it's a men's reproductive health lunch party tomorrow from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. at the Mississippi Museum of Art's Garden, 380 South Lamar Street in Jackson, Mississippi. So a couple of events, definitely you guys, if you're in the area, want to be, check out and attend. You definitely won't be disappointed about that. I guess Wendy coming back to M-Bar. It's, New Year, and you were. I know. Well, we I forgot. Was your friend? She came and she came. I think she said, yeah. I said, but and then I forgot to mention you were also nominated from your performances last year as best performer of the Southern Soul Tuesday Award and nominated for best female performer. And again, you just coming out your first, last year. That speaks volumes on people watching you and seeing. So I can only imagine what Ladie D got going on from here. From here. Oh my goodness, I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm excited. And like I said, tell your fans, check out the music. And if you're a new fan, hey, welcome aboard. You won't be disappointed by checking Ladie D out and following her, seeing what all she got going on. Let's see. Handy, do you have Rock the Boat on there? Let's see. We're gonna have one. Let's see if we get this. Now this is a newer one, right? This is a new one. Because I know you sent me this one and you sent me the one with Represent Port Gibson. I said, oh, Ladie D.
We said we'll perform that one.
Rock the Boat. Let's go into that one real quick and then we'll so I guess we'll close this out. Y'all, thank y'all for tuning in to the lounge. Ladie D, thank you for joining us. And then we're gonna go on and send off y'all. This is Ladie D's Rock the Boat. See y'all next Wednesday.
Hey everybody. So it's your girl Ladie D coming straight out of P-Town. That's right, Patterson, Mississippi.
I like this.
Walked in this club on a Saturday night. DJ was doing his thing, everything was alright. I looked across the room and he caught my eye. That's there he gave me a vibe. He come walking toward me as sexy as can be. I had to lay down my policy. If you ain't got no money, please don't come for me. But I need a man, I need a real man, not a liability. So if your pockets ain't deep, please don't take a seat. I need a man with a little money.
You gotta have a back just a little bit.
I need a man that's on his own. Not one looking for a ride home. I need a man who can pay up for bills all at the same time. Ladie D, a real rock the boat.
Hey.
Rock it all night long. Rock the boat, baby. Like your back ain't got no ball. Rock the boat. Rock it all night long. Bend it out, no love. Still sitting in the club, having a good time. This man came home and didn't want to spend my dime. I asked him, could he go get a bottle of wine? He said, baby, hold on, it gives me a little more time. If you ain't got no money, please don't come to me. I need a man, I need a real man, not a liability. So if you're like, please don't take me. I need a man with a little money. I need a man who's always on
That's right.